Welcome back to Washington, DC.
Thank you.
The gravity has to be setting in about right now where this is for real, I'm back, and
Yeah.
things are broken, need to be fixed.
Yeah, it does. And, I had the privilege to serve from 2010 to 2016, so I know the ropes here. But at the same time, the last 8 years being back home, private sector, has given me a very good perspective coming back. In fact, I highly recommend other members of Congress taking a little hiatus to live in the real world and to realize that what we're living under is a lot of the policies that Washington, D.C. has enacted or failed to enact. Since I left in 2016, the debt has doubled. It was almost 18 trillion when I left, and it is now at 36 trillion. Washington is just out of control. And so that's why I wanted to run again and be here to help fix the problems. And I'm looking forward to President Trump's leadership because I think it's going to take strong leadership to get things turned around.
How do you think you can be involved in fixing that problem?
Well, you know what? He's a comeback kid. I'm a comeback kid. We're two of three people that are actually were elected before and are now back in Washington. But I've run business. I've balanced budget in agriculture, manufacturing, knowing that, you know what, sometimes you have to live without. And you can't just keep, borrowing. You can't keep printing. And I won't support tax increases because it's not the American taxpayer's fault for the problems that Washington has created.
Is the culture in DC broke? Because I heard from people that said you in the Tea Party era were able to work across party lines to bring things done, to get things done, and then it feels like if you try that now, you're going to see a outrage to your right, and maybe even a primary challenger in 2 years. Does that concern you?
No, it really doesn't. I mean, one of the things that I really believe is important now is just common sense. And I think that's where a lot of Americans are at today after this last election. They saw where the Democrat Party was going, more spending, higher cost of living. They were getting into all of these other issues that people were just uncomfortable with. And there was a strong reaction to that in supporting President Trump to be the next president. I think that's where President Trump's mandate is going to be what leads here in Washington. It should be. And so I think that there's going to be some a correction by the Democrat Party and saying, look, if you want to win an election, you can't be too far left and you can't be too far right because there is a balance in the middle. And I think common sense really does prevail. And the 3rd District in Northeast Indiana is one that I'm just truly honored to serve because I believe families are there to do what's good, to do what's right, serve the Lord, make sure that, the jobs are taken care of and that the work's getting done and that it's a great place to live and raise a family.
Has the ethics cloud cleared for you at all? Do you know a resolution to that?
Nobody has talked about it. There's no cloud even. That was all settled back in 2016. If anybody wants to follow up with the Speaker's office, that's really where they would have to go.
Congressman, welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be here. It's good to talk to you.